Welcome to Bridgeside Network. I'm Mr. Bridgeside. We're continuing our NBA Classic Team bracket on NBA2K20 with Pick'em and Donnie and Boo. Take it away. We got a fun one today, Boo.
Oh man, I'm excited for it, baby. We're moving right along in our bracket, DB. That's Donnie, I'm Boo. Continuing on, we finally get our first look at Air Jordan and the 95-96 Bulls. 70 win, 72 win Chicago Bulls team. They're going to face off against the 65 Celtics. Bill Russell. Donnie, talk to me.
Okay, so the 65 Celtics, this was a team that I sort of fought to get in the fray. It's known as the best team in the best dynasty in the first, let's say, half of professional basketball's history. Yes, absolutely. 10 rings. And Bill Russell led it. You got Sam Jones. You got Casey Jones, who was also actually a legendary coach for the Celtics in the 80s. And you have a young John Havlicek. So the lineup is actually pretty good, and they're acknowledged as such in the 2K folklore because they're actually like the third or fourth best team overall. So that's my preview on the 65 Celtics.
And I'll do a little preview here for the Bulls here, 95-96 Bulls, made famous recently by the Last Dance documentary on Michael Jordan. So if you were watching that, you're going to be familiar with these guys. We got Ron Harper, we got Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman. But we got Luke Longley on the court too to start. That's nice. He just got dunked on.
Yeah, you go. Well, Bill Russell's going to probably do that a lot.
So here's MJ. This is what I've been waiting to see in 2K. Is this guy going to tear it up like he should? 99 in the game overall, D. Ron Harper.
Dennis Rodman, nice pick.
So Ron Harper 3 for you.
That's what we're waiting for.
Talk about the bet.
So Casey Jones running the. Say that again. All right. So we both kind of thought that the Bulls might have the edge here. They don't actually in the game in the overall team score, but we kind of think that they do. I don't know why. It's just where the brain is wired to go. So with that, I have Celtics over 2 wins. I don't need them to win the series. I get a push if they just win 2 in the series.
Big fun.
So that's the
big
first
Ron
one.
Holt.
Oh no. Yeah, it seems to be. And then I'm going to go with Sam Jones. He actually had a great run last series. He scored some good points in a few of the games. So I have him over 25.5 points. We'll just see how that works out. He's got the ball right now. We'll see what's going on. And oh no.
And then
I'll lose that pretty easily.
I'll talk about my pick there at the end there. I got over Jordan points 38. I had to have Jordan some way.
Yeah, of course. I agree with that.
So we'll see. I mean, this Celtics team we were talking, Donnie and I, they held Kobe when we did the 3-game series play-in round. They held Kobe to low 20s in a 3-game series. So that was kind of a guiding force because they're going to play more defensive ball. And let's not.
No, I agree completely. Jordan just missed his first
Donnie,
shot.
In watching the Last Dance, which we're going to talk about a lot during the course of this series, right? When I was watching the Last Dance, you kind of forget because of the new NBA. Like you remember that it was more defensive, but then you look at some of these scores, Donnie, in the mid '90s Jordan teams, and the scores are 81-77 and stuff.
Yeah, it's terrible. By the way, Sam Jones just an opportunity. He couldn't miss a free throw last series.
I can't let you slide on that comment though. Terrible. I completely disagree. I think it was way better basketball. Way better. Not even a close.
I agree.
No, I said the scores were terrible. I said the scores were terrible. We're on a bit of a delay.
I think the scores are terrible now. I think they're an embarrassment. 140 to 133. I can't stand that.
And by the way, that's not new either, though. They were like old Nuggets teams and old Suns teams. There were teams out west that would do that all the time, even in the 90s and 80s. So that's not really that new.
Very early 90s. This mid 90s through the early 2000s, it was everybody was under 100 points. If you got to 100, you won. You won the game.
Yeah. Well, that was those great Pistons defensive teams too. That was when they were good. You had a couple of Lakers teams that were pretty good in that mix as well. late 90s, early 2000s. I just know the teams that really won. I don't really remember the basketball that much otherwise.
Well, I mean, it was just something when I was watching The Last Dance. It kind of brings it back into focus, which makes it, ooh, Tommy Heisen is knocked out of the building by Luke Longley. Love Luke Longley. Scottie Pippen with an early rest.
These two guys on the post.
Michael, why is Michael on the bench?
Not Phil
Johnny,
Jackson.
why is Michael on the bench already? This is going to be an issue.
That's right. Outside of Bill Russell, the Celtics pretty much recycled their lineup as well. So
you guys
nice shot, Havlicek.
In the cleaner looking chat box we have now. You did it, man. So what's up, y'all? What's up, man?
What's up, you man?
No, what's up? You did it, man.
Who you? What's that here? You did it, man. You going classic 60 Celtics, or are you going with, 95, 96 Bulls? Ooh, that was a banana.
That's a terrible shot.
Can I just say something else too? Because I want to talk about it and talk about it. It's a true testament to Michael Jordan's greatness. We were just talking about how the scores were in the 80s. Jordan always averaged 30 points a game, no matter what. So the team was scoring 80 points. He was putting up 30.
Yeah, he was, but that was mentioned a lot in the doc, though, where he was basically the offense. Like, Scottie Pippen would have an 18-point year, and that was good for him. And, like, that was it. Everything else was just nothing.
Tony Kukoc, nice little pass to Judd Bushler. Steve Kerr.
Good defense, though. Wow.
Oh, man. We got to get my MJ back on the floor immediately. 7-6. Bulls with early lead.
Good defense. Heinz top of the key. Probably shouldn't be controlling the ball.
How old is Bill Russell now?
Siegfried. That's a great question. My guess would be 84, something in that range. But I'll check that out. I know he's still alive.
86.
You know what it was? I was just thinking Jerry Sloan, who died at 84 last week. So, another tragedy. That was horrendous. I'm a big Jerry Sloan fan, and I mean, you know what? He had a good contract, so 84, I'll take it. But.
I had a lot of really awesome old guys died in the last week or 2 weeks, Donnie. So you got Jerry Sloan.
Who else do you got?
Jerry Sloan, who I agree. Great coach, one of my favorites. Classy guy.
I love hard nosed. He was very hard nosed. He loved to fight.
And then Jerry Stiller.
Oh God, love Jerry Stiller. It's some of my favorite. You weren't as big of a Seinfeld fan, but I mean, we're seeing a couple of his lines nonstop the last 2 weeks. They're real. Like, he had some of the best lines in the entire show.
I agree, but his character, I know it's not as good of a show, and I like it a lot, but his character in King of Queens
I know, Arthur
actually
Spooner,
funnier. He has better one-liners in that show than he does even Seinfeld.
I think just more volume.
Well, quite frankly, he's like the co-star. It was a very similar character, but he was like the co-star of that show, though, which is the difference. Like, he wasn't even in a lot of the Seinfeld episodes.
It's fair. It's a fair assessment.
He wasn't in it until like the 4th season.
Is that?
Yeah, I think you're right. Because even Seinfeld's parents weren't really in it early. You're right.
Bill Russell
they changed actors from the first.
You don't know. No, but the first guy was only in the pilot, though, and then the rest of them was Morty, the regular one. Sam Jones, steal, get it in.
Take it from him, MJ. See, he's got Jordan guard.
Yeah, they're putting in work.
You got to be a little worried about that.
They're putting in work on defense, though. This is all I'm seeing right now.
Oh, that's a Bill Russell offensive.
Oh my God!
Just to close out the amazing old guys that are very unfortunately passing away, Fred Willard.
Great.
Oh, you know what? I did notice that. Okay. Yeah,
One of the funniest old guys in anything that I've ever seen.
Even when he was young.
Well, I didn't really watch a ton of his stuff when he was young. What's something he did when he?
No, just the
top
Christopher
of my
Guest
head.
stuff, really, is what I remember.
Havlicek.
Good,
All
great.
right. Halftime. Let's go back to the game real quick. 12-11. Did Jordan score, Donnie? Does Jordan have any points?
He missed his first shot, and that's all I recall. And Sam Jones took a free throw on a defensive 3-second and missed it, and that was his only opportunity. So that's what we got so far.
Not what we were expecting out of the gate here. Russell's got 2 rebounds, though. Oh, wait, you didn't take Russell rebounds. I keep thinking you took Russell rebounds. That was your bet.
No, I have Sam Jones points. Yeah.
That was your bet last
I don't know
sub.
if you guys realize, but the last 2 statistics have the same number.
I don't get greedy.
Yeah.
So Jones 25.5 was the same number.
Yeah, no, it's the assist glitch. That's what it's always known as, the assist glitch.
All right, let's go. Get the ball to Jordan. Let him do his work. So Donnie, thoughts? I know we both watched the last game. Paul,
Yeah.
Did you finish it yet, or did you?
I didn't finish it.
Okay. All right. So Ron Harper's going to work. But big miss there.
Yeah, that wasn't a great shot.
What is your biggest takeaway from the Last Dance after watching all 10 episodes? Donnie. There's Jordan. There we go.
There you go. And a nice dunk too. They gave him like a little flare on his dunk. Let's see. So if I had to take one thing away, it was that Jordan is without question the best player that there ever was. I'll say that much. But then also that I don't know. Quite frankly, to me, I feel like Rodman was a better player than Scottie Pippen overall. That's what I took out of that. I kind of liked his ability more. I like what he brought to the table.
I agree with you on I
I don't know, that was just my.
so much respect for Rodman. I actually like him so much more. I'd get a Rodman jersey. He was like, everybody always saw how crazy he was, but I didn't know he was like such a good teammate, and like I just assumed he was also like crazy in the locker room and stuff. He really wasn't at all.
No, and like I said, came to work and he worked hard. But I'm saying, as an overall player, fundamentally, he's extremely solid. And look, I thought Pippen was more gifted athletically, of course, because he could do the rebound, he could outrun you, he could shoot better. But I just have to think Rodman was a better overall. That's what I gleaned out of that anyway. And I always thought Pippen was far and above. It was, Jordan, Pippen, and then like the secondary guys.
There's
So
Pippen,
I don't know, that's what I got.
listed. Well, I mean, that leads into one of the big takeaways for me, which is I don't think The Last Dance did Scottie Pippen any favors. Now, I mean, listen, you can't change history, and there were a couple of times that really I didn't even really know about because we were younger, in which Pippen really comes out looking like a big loser. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead. When he doesn't go in, when he doesn't go into the game. When he doesn't go into the game and protect.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Even in that last game with the 98 Bulls, when he's got the back spasms, I mean, he played through it, but I don't know. He always seems like there's an issue with Pippen during the whole run.
Yeah, he did. He came off as a prima donna. Now, they could have minimized that slightly. They could have absolutely been more favorable towards him, but they weren't. And those things actually happened, as you saw. I don't blame him all for the finals where his back went out, because he really did look like he tried to play there, and I think that was points for him. But I don't know, maybe what they were trying to show there is if it was Jordan, he wouldn't have come out and he would have played. It still didn't look that great for him, but it wasn't terrible.
No,
I'll say that.
I mean, I think that it probably was a point for him, but I think the bottom line is he was so salty about the contract, he let it like guide the prime of his career, and like, well, you made the contract, dude. You signed the contract.
He made a terrible deal. But at the same time, though, that did seem like it was probably there's more Jordan. It seemed like it was probably decent money at the time from somebody that came from nothing. So I can't blame him, but other people did better. Yeah, it's tough to say. Come on, Sam. Get yourself a good shot.
5 seconds left on the clock. You know it's not going to be a good shot, Donnie.
Well, he's not trying. He's not even trying. Put it down.
All right. Bulls up 1 going into the 4th. Another takeaway for me about Jordan is, like the guy is, he would make up reasons just to get up for a game because he was so good and he had achieved everything. He had to just invent reasons. One of the funniest stories when he makes up like the story in his own head about the guy saying like nice game and he gets offended. It didn't even happen. He just made it up in his head so he can go after.
Yeah. But he was laughing though, and you know that makes sense to me. It's like I don't find that to be controversial. It was just because nobody should have ever really even written about that. Like it was just a thing that was like it was just a funny thing.
It just shows me that like he literally, and we were talking about it too when we were talking a few days ago. He's like offended.
Yeah.
Somebody else wins the MVP. Like he's offended that he doesn't win it every single year.
Yeah, again, statistically, like, you know, the other guys were explaining, even to explain. No, Jordan was the best player ever, but you know, I just had a better statistical year that year. Like he wasn't even like trying to bitch out over it. It was just like what it was.
Pippen has been awful this game. Rodman blocked.
Rodman got blocked from behind.
All right,
Devin Harris moving it up.
Sam Jones rejected.
Sam Jones hasn't been good. He's been very flat this game also. He put up a couple of shots, but not much. He has 2 free throws.
Oh, what a big rebound by Rodman. No, don't put it back up. Good. Kukoc.
The worm. Bill Russell with the worm. He's having himself a decent game. Go in, Jones. Come on.
Missed it. Jordan rebound.
Oh, no. He can't put anything in right now, Sam Jones.
Ron Harper.
Uh-oh. Ron Harper's 8 or 10 of your points in this game somehow.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Luke.
All right, so let's not hold it. Have a check.
Devin Harris.
Put that up, Devin Harris. I'll take it all day from Devin Harris if you can put it in.
But he didn't.
I'm starting to freeze up big time here. I'm probably gonna have to leave and come back.
Jordan missed it. All right, well maybe wait until game 2, Donnie.
Hold on.
Oh, Havlicek puts it in, and it's a 1-point game. We got a low-scoring game here, Paul. This is probably what it's going to be in the series.
I mean, 2 classic teams, right? Makes sense.
Honestly, I couldn't even wait. Honestly, the game was even frozen. Like, it wasn't moving, so there'd be no point to wait.
It's even worse.
Well, no, I mean, I can see everything perfectly now. I'm not even, like, even myself on my side, I'm not really,
Player of the game.
Wow. How many rebounds did he have?
Oh, we're going to have to check that out.
Donnie, you need to upgrade from your gateway computer.
No, I have the top-of-the-line HP, my man. Nobody's going to get me off that.
All right, come on, MJ. Shake, bake, do your thing. Put that in. Oh, my God.
Good defense. Good defense. Wow. The combination of Russell and Sam Jones made him look bad there.
Luke Longley. Who would have thought?
Oh, no. That could be a dagger. Let's see.
Luke Longley doing some crazy.
My boy bow and arrow thing that was never done.
All right, so Bulls up 3. Last minute of 4th quarter, game 1. See if Sam Jones.
I'm not as disappointed because the home game Bulls, so, you know. Let's go. Let's get it up. Come on, Bill Russell setting the pick. Use it. Now back in. Pick and roll. Oh, God. He's holding the ball way too long.
Ron Harper, get in his face.
Casey Jones. Why are they holding it this long? It makes no sense.
Russell. Oh, he missed it.
Out of bounds. It's out of bounds.
Luke Longley, is he going to the line? No.
That was horrible gameplay. Oh, of course. Come on.
Donnie, we're gonna need a lot
Who
to
is
get
that guy?
Anyway.
Phil Jackson.
It was dude. So all right. So I noticed this, and I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but the two coaches on the Bulls bench are just twin well-dressed Asian men in like different suits. It's very funny. They're sitting right next to each other. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know who it is because I don't know who their current coach is. That's who I'm imagining is like it's some sort of copy of. And Jordan getting the crowd.
Jordan might have just iced it right there with 2 free throws.
Getting the United Center into it big time.
Man, the intro, the Bulls intro, that used to put goosebumps on you, right? They had the best intro.
Yeah, I think were they the ones that were they the ones that created that whole
I don't know
thing
about
there?
what the sound that you just made, but I think I know what you're talking about. You just did some circus. That is.
No, it's tough to do with math. It was synthetic. If Paulie could play it in, then he could do it.
I think you're saying
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that they put that in multiple times too. By the way, like I'm kind of glad that they actually have been there a fair amount to shoot.
Harper only hits 1 out of 2. Celtics, they get a quick 3, but I don't know if they're going to shoot any threes. That's not really their game.
No, they're not even try.
Wait, he did.
Unless Devin Harris
missed it. All right, game 1 goes to the 96 Bulls. Let's look at the stats.
Yeah, let me pull out a pad. I'll keep it.
Because you've been in a lab with a pen and a pad? Trying to get this damn label off?
Indeed. What do we got?
Jordan with 8. I'll take it. I thought it was an off game, so.
I knew he had 6, and then those free throws kind of 2 for Jones. That is bad. A loss and 2. All right, let's get it moving.
I'll do the Luke Long.
Oh yeah, Rodman 9 rebounds.
Yeah, listen, when you talk about, wasn't like Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, they were all like first team NBA every year? Like, how do you even beat that team?
I'm trying to think of who the best small forwards and power forwards were then. I doubt Pippen was first team every year, unless they just repositioned him. Because there were great power forwards that year, like those years.
Let's get right into it. We have the
Well, regardless, he was known as.
He would have been the 3, and then maybe Rodman would have been the 4. Either way, however you look at it.
But there is 250,000 VCs.
What are we doing here?
I have to watch. I have to watch those guys every day when I'm waiting for my season to load. It's awful.
Is that a new feature? We've never seen that before.
Update that.
Yeah, no, it's just when you wait in the mic. No, it is the mic career mode.
Don, you've been playing this game a lot. Do you have any newfound respect for NBA 2K?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's actually worse. I found more glitches.
All right, here we go. Game 2, United Center. Bulls up 1-0.
Celts with the tip. Get it to Sammy Jones. Oh, he should have just taken that. Set the tone.
Russell to Havlicek. Havlicek steals the ball. Casey. That don't help you.
Nice shot. So do you remember him winning 2 championships with the Larry Bird Celtics? Because he did. Casey Jones, coach.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Yeah. So he got 2 championships as a coach, and then like 8 as a player with this crew.
I can't wait for the next series. I was excited about this one, but next series we got 86 Celtics and 87 Lakers. That's going to be awesome.
Well, because that actually happened. That's why that's cool. I like to replay that. Like, this is just never happened. It's fun, but...
Well, they were still 2 different years, Donnie. It didn't actually happen. Rodman.
Well, no, those teams were basically the same, though. I mean, they traded championships year.
Either way, it's Magic versus...
Let's see. Havlicek going in. Yeah.
Jordan pushes it up to Pippen. Back to Jordan.
I wanted to really annoy you.
What?
I wanted to really annoy you. Nah, sorry, Boo. I don't know if you heard, but Larry Bird didn't release his rights. So it's just going to be 99 Jones versus Magic.
That would be brutal.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I don't think they would even put the team in if that was.
Chuck it.
Come on, get it going. You don't have time.
Another low-scoring start. So, Donnie, out of all those Last Dance years, what team do you think was the biggest challenge that the Bulls had to take down?
Oh, it was definitely because it was to me it's simple. It was both years of the Jazz in the '97 and '98. I think that team was actually a lot of people in the doc actually even were better in certain aspects. Like they were a great team, and the Jazz just had the Bulls with their experience happened to get it done. But that Jazz team was ready for them, and I mean they took apart the West. So it's I have to say it was them. Wow, they're taking up ridiculous shots right now. What do you think?
I think I would have to possibly agree with you in terms of teams in the East before they got to the West. I mean, they talked about that Pacers.
Oh, that's a good point.
They talked about that Pacers team a lot. The Knicks. Listen, as a Knicks fan, that one year we faced them in the Eastern Conference Final. We were not better than them. There's no way we were better than them. So I can't say we were the best challenger to them. The Pacers towards the end of the run, I guess. The Pistons at the beginning of the run. Those are probably.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, what I was really just to cut in with you because it fits right in the same spot. It's, the one team that they actually did get a good amount of shine in that was that Magic team, which was really good with Horace Grant in the later run, and it looked like they did have to worry about them, but they were able to get it done, obviously. But I don't know, that looked like a really good.
Well, that
team.
was the only. Wait a second, that was the only team to beat Jordan in the '90s in a playoff series, right? And that was the year he came back.
Okay, there you go. And then who did they lose to in the finals, that team? I thought they did anyway. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think that they beat them and then the Pacers beat them, right? I forget who. I'm trying to remember what the order of succession was.
The Magic didn't go to the championship that year?
No, I think they did, actually. I'm sorry, yeah. I think that
Rocket.
it was, that's right. There was that. If you remember the winning time, Reggie Miller 30 for 30, there was that year where they beat I guess they beat the Knicks in that big series, but then I think that they lost to the Magic big time after that, if I wasn't mistaken. So I think the Magic definitely went to the finals one year. I just don't know who they lost to. I would guess the Lakers.
The 2 years that Jordan didn't win in between the 6 titles, the Rockets won both, and the Rockets beat the Knicks. We all remember that. And then I think they beat Magic. Yeah, the next year, Jordan came back.
And it was the Rockets, okay.
Yeah. Rudy Tomjanovich.
You want to talk about... Oh, my God. You want to talk about a team in that mix that really got little to no respect. You barely ever hear about those Rockets teams. For all, the good, the great teams out there.
I still think Hakeem should get as much play as he should. I mean, he gets a lot of play, but Hakeem was top 3 player in the '90s.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I mean, he was power personified.
Best moves I've ever
It's
seen.
like a little Walt Frazier dropping.
I like the Tony Kukoc Green Team story with them going after him.
That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I felt bad for Tony Kukoc. He didn't do anything to deserve it,
But he showed them something.
No, he seemed like a nice guy overall.
I don't think he really did. I think he really earned his respect once he came to the Bulls and they won a title. I don't think him putting up a decent second game did anything to change any of their minds.
Well, that's what they said in the documentary. I mean,
Yeah, I think they say that, but I don't believe it.
I understand. Yeah, I understand that, Paul. But it's because Jordan later became his teammate and then had to say something nice.
Come on.
Result. I'm sure they're still somewhat
Jordan
friendly.
hits that
so.
shot in a game. Come on, that's his go-to.
Like Jordan probably bets money on golf games against Kukoc every so often. He doesn't want to mess that up.
Serbian games.
Come on, Casey.
It's a big possession.
No, because Jordan will just bet with anybody at any time.
This is a big possession, not a good shot. And we're going to go into half.
It's terrible.
Another low-scoring game. Bulls 11-7 going into the half.
You know what? It was 9-2. I'll take the 11-7, or hopefully we pull this back together a little bit. Oh, there's the boys.
Steve Kerr. Did you know about Steve Kerr's father? I didn't even know about that stuff.
Yeah, I did because when he started winning championships, he got a lot more play in interviews, and I heard about that.
Do you?
Oh, you know who's Mad Dog? I heard of Mad Dog.
I got a question for you, right? Because obviously they talk about Jordan as like a teammate. Do you think Jordan's teammates were more? Do you think they more hated him or were scared of him?
They were all professionals. I mean, I honestly think that Rodman is the personality. Like, I'm not gonna go one by one for everybody, but if I had to think about the big personalities, I think that Pippen probably just didn't like the as much shine as he got, and cause I think they were probably point. I think Rodman probably still likes Jordan, to be honest, just because he's so freewheeling, and I think that all the other guys probably just thought he rode them too hard. I don't think that they're probably Kerr would probably say some good things about him. And obviously, we know Grant hates him. There's different things for different guys, but I think the consensus is that they think he rode them too hard because they were so successvill. I don't know, they probably didn't think he needed to.
Horace Grant, it wasn't.
Oh, Horace Grant.
Well, you got the vibe that B.J. Armstrong really didn't like him.
Yeah. Clearly Scott Burrell didn't like him either. He kind of probably.
I don't think so though. I think the guy Burrell. It was very interesting with him because obviously, Jordan even took a shot. He was he tried to bring him to the next level and he kind of implied that he was never willing. He couldn't get him mad, which and the way Jordan said it, it almost made it sound like this guy isn't real. He didn't really care about the game like I did.
Well, no one cared about the game like he did. I mean, there's some people like a Kobe, there's guys that are just ruthless competitors, but it's rare to that level. So if I'm Jordan, I'm not getting mad at people caring about the game as much as he did. But yeah,
the story where they say Kerr pushes Jordan and they get into a fist fight or whatever, right? And then Kerr says that was a turning point, and they started he gained his respect. He tried to do that with Burrell constantly by abusing him, and he never did it. And you could tell that he thought Burrell was soft for that.
Yeah. By the time Jordan became a vet, he was clearly he was his team, and he ran it. He ran practically.
MJ to Pip.
Pippen. So I mean, you had to get his respect, and I don't know if you were a hard-nosed player. You should have. I mean, Jordan liked a lot of players around the league. He just, you're right. It was just more his teammates he seemed to have an issue with a lot. So, but I think you'd have mixed bag. I think some people would say good things about him, and some people would think badly because, we won all these championships and the guy still didn't cut me. But it's just different personality when it comes down to it.
Well,
here we go, the reinforcements.
I mean, he was definitely the alpha dog. He walked around. He talked the talk. He walked the walk. One of the best trash talkers of all time, too. Even to his teammates. It's crazy.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he pulled no punches, that's for sure. I actually just like it. His personality as an athlete is way better. It far surpasses anybody else that's out there now at all. His personality is now, see there guys at some point that have the stats, that have the drive in. There'll be guys with more championships or the same amount at some point in our history. But that ruthlessness as an athlete, I just think it's it's unparalleled. I don't see anybody with that instinct at all.
13-11, we're going into the fourth quarter. Bulls up 2. You know, it made me realize too, Donnie, that I don't know what a player could possibly do. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what a player could possibly do to pass him as being the number one, because you have, first of all, he was 6-0 in championships, right? He hit big shots.
And his career was short.
He hit big shots every time, right? He had the stats to match. I don't know what else you could do to pass him.
I know it's.
I think you're correct. So the point would be. No, please go ahead, Paul.
So, if LeBron, listen, it's.
No, it's over.
Just I understand. I understand.
There's
that
nothing.
The Last Dance
There's
makes
nothing. There's
everyone-
nothing he could do, Paul. Look.
Well, I'm just saying.
No. It has nothing to do with.
No,
Last
but
Dance.
listen to me. I'm not going to say
he
LeBron's
put together
better.
3.
But listen to me for a second. I'm going to say if LeBron gets a championship with a third team, that's,
No, go ahead.
That's crazy to get a championship.
No, it's not. Because he had the ability of the GM. Basically, he had the power to put together 3 super teams. That to me is not something that equals. It's not even close to Jordan. Like, you could have somebody less than LeBron do that. If Steph Curry came together with AD and somebody else, he could put together the same situation. In fact, he did. He already has those champions. So it's crazy.
First of all, what's LeBron's record in the finals? Is it 3-5?
Yeah, I think something.
Well, he lost, so with Cleveland, he lost 2, I think. He lost 2 with the Heat. And then what was the last that he lost? Sorry, I'm trying to, did he lose 3 with the Cavs? I know he lost 2 with the Heat. He was 2-2 with the Heat. And then he lost 2 with the Reese Cavs and then with the first Cavs.
He lost to the Lakers early.
Right? That's a terrible shot. Come on, boys.
If he's 3-5, right, which I think he is for some reason, even if he was 5-3, even if he was 5-3, actually, you know what? Even if he was 6-2, he wouldn't come anywhere close because that means that he lost twice. And I know you could make the case that his teams in Cleveland were way worse than the teams that Jordan had around him. But the fact of the matter is that it is what it is. I mean, you deal with what you got. And every time in the 90s that Jordan played, he was winning the championship.
Well, the argument, I mean, there is 1 or 2 sides that LeBron enthusiasts can go. It's that one, Phil Jackson, just like the Belichick. Well, hear me out. I'm just proposing it. You don't have to fight with me. I'm not arguing. So it's the Phil Jackson argument, and it's the fact that they were still good and went deep into the playoffs without Michael Jordan, and then all the Cavs teams without LeBron just become the worst team in the NBA. That's the argument.
Well, hold on a second. So, all right, when you think about that, though, the Cavs team that was actually really good, right? That was the one with him, Love, and Irving. They disbanded the entire team after he left, so of course they were terrible. It was a garbage team. Like, leaving Love alone on the team is just the Timberwolves over again.
When he left in the beginning, when he left for the first time, too, the same thing happened. It happened twice to the Cavs franchise.
I'm sorry, Luke Longley is...
Yeah, I don't know. The player of the game with 2 points. Because they're going to win again.
Luke Longley, I think he would have got plus 2,000 odds on that as player of the game.
Here we go.
In style, too. I swear. Hey, Dan Perlin, Chicago native. Welcome to the stream. He said, Bulls.
I'm with you, Dan. I'm with you. That's got to be it.
Well, yeah, thanks for the crystal ball, Dan. They're already up big second game.
19-13, 40 seconds left. Celtics need a bit of a miracle here. Casey Jones dribbling for Wake.
I mean, they're not even trying.
Jordan.
They're not even trying to score.
Ooh,
they think they're
there's
up.
Sam Jones for you, Don.
I think he's got like 6 this game. It's nothing I'm writing home about, so we're going to need a big increase.
Jordan to the line, though.
Oh, come on. This bullshit. Let's go. You know, and you know he's not going to miss a free throw, in my estimation. 99-0.
As he should be.
Not even one in question. They were both cash. Not even one in question. Both cash immediately.
All right.
They didn't even make me think that there was a chance.
26 seconds until the Bulls possibly go up 2-0 in this best-of-5 series.
I almost want them to miss it now so they don't send Jordan to the line again. But I think they will anyway because it's only 6. Get it to Sam. Get it to Sam the man.
Taking
please.
up way too much time. Rodman
In the corner.
D'ing him up. Wow. Sam
what
Jones.
What are you doing? What is this? Cash up.
This is Pippen going for that.
All right, send Pippen on. Man. Bill Russell is just beside himself with this. What is that? I love this dance.
Pippen misses the first. If only Celtics could have just scored, we would have had a little interesting end to this game. Missed both. Not going to matter, though. Oh,
Russell with the pass. Oh, yes! No, hold on. Who's going to get the ball? That's the important thing, because with that 0.3 seconds, they're definitely going to foul again.
I feel
like
off in time in 0.3 seconds.
I don't trust anything about this game, dude. I think that watch. I think because it's not going to start until somebody touches it. All right, Sid, thank you. But they could have given that to him. That was a judgment call. They could have called foul.
The Bulls put the 65 Celtics on the brink of elimination. 2-0 Bulls in the series. Let's look at the box score. Jordan has not been dominating the series. We can say that. 6 points.
So Jordan with 6.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And 9 to Sam Jones. Yeah, I told you he had 6, and then he got the last.
Donnie, it froze up. Now I see you.
Am I back?
Yeah. So what is?
Yeah, no, I clicked off the thing to go to the notepad.
What did Jones have in the first game?
He had 2, so I'm at 11 and you're at 14. Which is kind of, look, if we get to 5 games, we're kind of on pace because I need a lot less than you do, so.
Congratulations.
It ain't looking like it's going 5 right now. I'll tell you that. It ain't looking like it.
No, I know, but I'm saying, remember, Paul, our calls are always based on at least 4 games, though, because we can't do a sweep call, so.
Gotcha. Don.
Yeah. What, I just what's the matter, Paul?
Yeah, the way you said that, it's like jabbing me.
No, it's not at all. I just wanted to explain to you the sentiment of how we do this.
So just
hey, you know what's another Mike? Sorry, before you get in, you know Havlicek in the play-in series didn't start in any of the games, but yet now he's in the starting. Well, who determines that is what I'm kind of curious
that's got to be
about.
cash.
No, it's not Paul putting lineups in.
Jordan with a 3.
What a start!
I think this is a clean sweep. That's my prediction.
I know, and I agreed with you that the Bulls were going to win this one, and I'm kind of, it was shaky at front, but whatever. We'll see what goes.
Nice pass, Jordan. Quick 5.
I love Rodman with the hand.
Another question about The Last Dance. It's gotten some feedback. I know Kendrick Perkins, right? Did you hear? He basically called Jordan a snitch, and he said that, he broke a lot of unwritten rules from what he saw in the documentary, and he said LeBron is the #1. He's his GOAT.
Because he's a moron. He's an animal. He's stupid. You know, like he said in his mind, but like he's basically like trying to be clean, but he doesn't have the brain power. Like it's basically that. I like
Why don't you
Perkins.
address-
I think he does a good job, but
Can
I
you
mean,
address the snitch thing? Do you think that it showed Jordan as a snitch and let him?
so what's the snitch? Jordan called Horace Grant a snitch because Jordan thinks that he snitched to his writer friend who wrote the book on Jordan. Who's saying that he's a snitch and why though?
So I think a couple things he's drawing upon. First, it's whether or not snitch is the right word. The idea of telling people that he's not going to play on the dream team if Isaiah is playing, that's a true thing. He did, and Jordan lied about that in the documentary. It's well documented. Is that he said, "I'm not playing for the dream team if Isaiah is there."
Okay. But that's not a snitch, Bill. Yeah, he just didn't disagree with that. I agree. Isaiah should have been on the team.
Okay, and another thing that I think is the number one thing that he's drawn upon is when they're in the bus, some of the things he was saying in front of the camera and they knew that this was going to be film that was going to be used for a documentary, was breaking some rules. Steve Kerr, for example, when he's hanging out with Burrell and he's talking about what he's doing at the club, and his girl, he's talking to all the girls.
That's not. That sounded like a joke, though. To be completely honest, they were all laughing. I don't know if that's a snitch behavior, but I think that was just Jordan talking shit. I grabbed that. So
Jordan with a big start here, 12-2. Donnie, 12-2.
Let's be I know I'm watching the same game you are. Let's albeit a little bit more lag, maybe. So I don't. Look, I gotta say. To me, what this sounds like overall, Boo, Perkins, he always thought of LeBron James. He's got a James thing. It's always a pick a side for some reason nowadays. So, and then he's basically just used shit from the documentary to just bolster something. That's exactly what that sounds like. He didn't come in impartial and then make his decision based on that.
All right.
I thought that was going in for some reason.
I wouldn't have been surprised after that first quarter. Jordan went to town, 12-2. That's a big. That's like a finish him off type quarter right there.
So Jordan had 5. Jordan had 5 or 7.
I think he had 7.
You know? All right.
I mean, let's not.
All right. So 21 is your number.
Let's not get it twisted. If this isn't going any further, we're both.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Heinzen, back.
They were all a lot of fun.
Missed it.
What are you doing?
I gotta charge the old computer.
Yep. Steve Kerr, ball, wasting some time as he should.
I like that they have the old
There we go.
CRT monitors on
Showtime.
at the desk, at the tables. They have the old school monitors.
That's cool. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I said it actually looks awesome, and it's a new backboard for some reason, like a new NBA backboard, and there's a 3-point line. But otherwise, I really like how they set the gym up. I think it's cool. Maybe 2K21 they could have people with suits and hats and stuff in the crowd instead, make it a little bit more thorough.
I asked Dan Purdom, as a Chicago native and Bulls fan, what was his favorite Bulls team, and he said, I have a fondness for the early years of BJ and Pax, but you can't argue with Dennis and Kerr. Not really an answer, but when you have that many great teams, it's hard to pick.
No,
Picking a child,
he's
I guess.
saying that
It's like picking a child.
No, I think he's saying that the second run was the team to go with, based on the fact that Steve Kerr.
Celtics.
I would agree with that also. And yeah, they're still not hitting really either. It's just that they're stopping the Bulls a little bit more now.
Steve Kerr's going to the basket every single time, but he's missing most of the time.
Nah, that's probably why. Devin Harris. Buck.
12-8.
we explained on this stream that this game just has players that don't belong on the team.
Well, I mean, look, we go over it every single stream, but yeah, basically not everybody gives up their rights. I read an article. It was over 100 players from classic teams that didn't give up their rights. So what you're going to see is one or two things. You're going to see a comparable player that's currently playing, which is ridiculous, or you're going to see a created player that's like looks like an albino with a number 90 something and a bald head.
All of those albino players.
I prefer the albino.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Devin Harris should be on this team.
Oh, Rodman.
Oh, no.
All right. F14A is a big bucket.
Yeah, I can't even blink. Yeah. All right, Boo. Who was your favorite interviewee on The Last Dance? Overall, you could even use Jordan if you want, but I prefer you.
Jordan was awesome. I will say that.
That's what I'm saying, because he had the most time. Yeah, he was great. He was handed than he usually is. But I'm saying
I will get into my aside Jordan, but for a second I just want to talk about Jordan because you interview guys these days and they give you these fluffy answers and just such like you can't even. It's not even an answer. It's like just some BS. Every time he gave an answer, it really fit with his personality. He wasn't BSing, other than the Isaiah Thomas saying that he wouldn't, that he didn't say what he said. But other than that, he was an awesome interview, and he was definitely the best of anybody they interviewed. Other than him,
I agree with that.
I got to give it some thought. But why don't you give your answer first?
Mine is Reggie Miller. I actually thought he gave a lot of great sound bites on that and gave him a fair amount of time. I like Reggie Miller. Not only went over their playing time against each other in that huge game where he hit that big shot, but then he also talked about when they were doing Space Game, how they all went out to the facility to play that the wall was built for them. I thought that was really good insight, so I really love Reggie Miller.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And yeah, now Dan Purdom like Pippin. I actually also like. Yeah, listen, he's kind of bitter for some of it. But, yeah.
He's got a great voice.
When we get a break, I got a nice Chicago Dan Purdom picture of his Chicago Bulls shirts commemorating the championships.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll
We'll just do it in between the third and fourth quarter. That's fine.
I also thought.
Oh, either of them.
I thought Magic is really good. I always like to hear Magic talk. He's smooth. He's super smooth.
Yeah, but I like Magic a lot. Oh, all right. As far as a moment, though, because you made me think of that, because whenever you think Magic, you usually think Bird. And then one of my favorite moments was actually like the end of the documentary when they did that, when he just sees Bird and he doesn't go fuck himself, at the end when they were doing that. Because you could tell that, like, those guys actually like each other, but there was definitely competition there. Like, they were pretty funny.
Bird is very cool. I wish if there's one guy I wish they interviewed, it was Bird. But I guess Bird was kind of on his... Bird led into Magic, which led in...
Yeah, he was at the end.
So he was at the end, but they still did peak quite a bit on that one playoff series. I wish they would have interviewed Bird.
Wasn't there the game Jordan versus Bird
and Bird
Nintendo?
Yeah, I think it was probably because it was like a 1988 or 90 game when they were both stars. Yeah.
Don't forget they had that famous McDonald's commercial where they're playing horse still.
All right, real quick. Here you go.
Well, I'm sure you'd probably.
There you go. There's a picture of those championship shirts.
Those are all his. Those are all his.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
That's
actually.
a Chicago
I love that
fan.
black one on the right side there, the 98.
That's sick.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Very cool, man.
Yeah, Dan, that was a good moment. Wow.
And, all right, so the only thing about Rodman, I like Rodman. He might have been one of my favorite people tied as far as personality. The only thing about Rodman that I already knew is if you watch the Bad Boys documentary on 30 for 30, you already did get a lot of Rodman insight. So I kind of knew
I'm ahead of you.
And when,
Yeah, this lag is killing me. We can't do
so I
it.
already. Yeah. So I kind of like, you got a lot of Rodman insight when he was with the Bad Boys. So like when Rodman was with the Pistons, he was making his name, where like he thought about killing himself. He was in the car with the shotgun. Like they went into a lot of stuff in that one. So you kind of knew what his was before getting into The Last Dance. But I loved his whole Vegas thing. Him leaving the playoff series to go to Monday Night Nitro, which is great.
Such a character.
They actually had Hulk Hogan talking on and about like how he was beating up on the team in the finals, which was ridiculous. He probably shouldn't have said that either. I don't know, from a licensing standpoint.
Oh wow, that's silly now.
He's just taking over.
Yeah, this is what I was expecting from him.
As he wanted to do.
Took until game 3, but now he's doing it.
Now I need Devin Harris to take over.
Oh, big 3 at the buzzer.
Wow,
See that?
I'll take it. Oh no, Harper's arm is bothering him.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't hit that 3, this series is over. I mean, we now have we at least have a game to talk about here in the 4th.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. You have Jordan out on the floor to start the 4th.
Yeah, he really only isn't sitting at the end of the 1st or beginning of the 2nd. No. Celtics trying to...
Russell with the work. Come on, let's get it going. They got to pick up the pace, which I know they're not. It's not in their framework, but I need the game. I need the 2K to start taking over. There we go.
All right, 2:30 of the 4th quarter.
Coach, run. I gotta be honest with you, Boo. I like that 65 South team, and I like that there was some good basketball. But I'm kind of, I wouldn't be happy. You know, I'm kind of happy if it is that we can see the Bulls move on just because they're that team. Like, so I'm kind of cool with that.
I absolutely agree. I hardly wanted this Celtics team in there, but they proved their worth.
No, the step.
No.
Them and the Spurs. Oh no.
So what are the best cheerleaders?
All right,
from
6
all
points
the
in just in
series
about
we've
2
seen?
minutes.
They're all the same people.
I don't. It's they're the same person in different colors. So I'm gonna say none of them.
It's like the T-shirt guys.
Come on, Jones, do your thing.
Oh, you got to put that in, Bill.
Oh God. I think Jones has to take a shot, is what I think.
Rodman.
Instead of, oh no.
He's not good at the line, so you know he's not.
Bill Russell responsibility for the foul, which is something he wouldn't have done back in that time.
Knocks down the first.
Really focusing.
Too big.
That's right. If DeAndre Jordan is 90%, if DeAndre Jordan is 90% from the charity stripe, then I guess Rodman can hit a
Back
couple.
door, got him. 23-17, 6-point game.
Let's go. Get Devin Harrison, get it to threes.
Jordan, double teamed. He fights through it. Missed it.
Double team. Havlicek with the rebound. Let's go. Run it up. Don't waste time. Hate that. You're wasting way too much time, guys. This is ridiculous. Like, I cannot win a game like that. That's crazy.
You chose this team. This is their style.
No, I know. Not when they're losing. There's no time left. That's nobody's style. That's a glitch on 2K's front.
A bucket by the Bulls here will seal it. I mean, it might already be sealed anyway, but Ron Harper missed it. Celtics with one more chance to close in on the lead. Havlicek.
Paul, get ready to read all of the. Just get ready to read all of the overs, please, because that's what's happening.
Pippen goes to the line, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Donnie. Nice. He said read all the overs.
I said read all the overs. Yeah.
They're sending in the scrubs, Don. That means it's over. Bill Lenning.
I know. Well, it is over. It's been over for the last. Oh, there's somebody, what you call it? There's somebody that Jordan seemed to get along with pretty well. I guess he acknowledged himself as like a 10th man on the roster type guy, and they were cool for that reason. Like Paxton like Jordan again because of what he was.
I thought Paxton was a good interview too. Whenever they went to him,
he was pretty good.
MJ had a big game in Game 3 here. I don't know how many points he had, but he is the reason that the Chicago Bulls are gonna.
I'll tell you this. Sorry, I'll tell you this tidbit because we're gonna be over soon. So if you think so, I read a couple of articles recently. So it was key to get John Stockton to actually do the interview because Sloan didn't. There was such a in those guys, the Bulls team, because they were so competitive. That Sloan didn't do it. He didn't agree to do it. Malone said no, definitely no, and Stockton said no. And apparently they had to really pull to get Stockton on. And if you notice, he gave 2 sound bites quickly. He was not a long interview. So so those guys, that's pretty good insight that they really just wanted nothing to do with.
All right, move the Bulls ahead in the bracket, Paulie, because the Bulls are going to face the winner of our next series, Celtics, Lakers, 80s, Celtics, 80s, Lakers. So clean sweep. This is the first clean sweep we've had since the play-in round.
Yeah, that horrible Spurs Pistons. You know what? Isaiah Thomas didn't deserve to be on the Dream Team for that alone. Quite frankly, I mean Stockton and Magic were better point guards, so they could shove it.
15 for
0 for Jones in this one.
15. Rodman had another good game. No, I know. I saw Jones missed a bunch of shots. Yeah, Rodman. It was a Rodman and George series, pretty much.
All right, so I take 2 out of the 3 bets. The Bulls take 3 out of the 3 games. And we'll be back next week for the next series, right, guys?
It's a biggie.
There it is. There's the bracket. You know I don't like that 9 versus a 5 in the semifinals. I'm not feeling that.
It's also I don't like the series in general. I'm really going to be pulling for whoever's on the bottom bracket. I can't stand. I don't like either team in that. I respect the Spurs more now, but I don't want it really. That series.
I think the 3 teams that are left on the bottom half are all better than the 2 teams that are left on the top half.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out.
All right, gentlemen. Until next time, this is Pick'em with Donnie and Boo. Paul turned into the video game in his box. Oh, there he is.
It's gonna be hard to beat this Bulls team. What do you think?
We out of here, baby. I think it'll be interesting. I think either of those teams might be able to do it. So we'll see. A lot of star power on both of them.
All right, fellas. That's Donnie and Boo for Pick'em. I'm Mr. Bridgeside. This has been our classic NBA bracket. Check us out next week, Saturday, and we'll see you on the Bridgeside. Later, guys.
Peace.